them down?
They tore them down so that there wasn't evidence of what had happened, and then someone stopped them, and that's what you see remaining. And then they've rebuilt some of what was here. A latrine. This is a women's latrine. There's a big trough right here for sinks. Like a big trough right here. You have to look real carefully because this thing is... And then there's toilets here, like just like Dad said. Dad's gonna have to lift you up. Toilets here and toilets on the other side. There was no division. There's no dividing the toilets. You went to the restroom with other people standing. For most hurry up and wait, describe daily life at Manzanar. The food, I can't remember if it was good or bad, recalled Kathy Yamazaki, who was 3 years old when she arrived at Manzanar. I just remember that we all had to go when the bell rang. As hundreds of Japanese Americans arrived each day during spring of 1942, many of Manzanar's barracks and mess halls were still under construction. Completed kitchens served up 800 people a day in multiple shifts lasting until midnight. By the time WRA assumed control of the center from the Army in June, mess hall operations were in full swing.
So this is what you had for breakfast. An orange,
Bran flakes,
potatoes fried, bread toasted,
They were Japanese.
jam, coffee, sugar, milk.
Well, they live in...
fresh
No,
and
they
milk
were
evaporated. Okay, so Matt found, I don't know if we could hear because the wind is blowing, but Matt found the Junior Ranger book they'd put outside, and they have these stamps. If you have your passports, your national park passports, you can come and they have stamped these so you can put them in there. And then Junior Ranger activity books, and they have other things. So we grabbed a bunch so we can fill out our passports.
This was a playground that they made all by themselves, out of just rocks.
Looks like there was water in it. Maybe not. Yeah, there had to have been water in here.
I don't know, but the one just full of dirt in it.
Oh yeah, it definitely had water in it.
But all the sides look like they have cement.
Yeah, maybe they did.
Yeah, they did. They did a lot of work in cement. As a matter of fact, there was a man who built the guard shack, and he made it out of concrete, but his specialty was making concrete look like rocks.
Remember, you guys, a lot of this stuff has been recreated so that you can have historical reference to it. It's not, most of this isn't 80 years old, almost 80, 78 years old.
They would use rope.
Yeah.
I know how to read Japanese.
I do not.
There's 10 camps across the country just like this.
That's what it used to look like.
No.
Crazy.
You could face away from the barracks, look past a tiny rapids towards a darkening mountains, for a while not be a prisoner at all. You could hang suspended in some odd, almost lovely land you could not escape from yet almost didn't want to leave. For the decades, Merritt Park disappeared under several feet of sand. In 2008,
Of what?
sand. So it must be the sand blows. Nishi's children and grandchildren returned to assist National Park Service staff, volunteers to unearth the park. While the water that flowed through the pond and the plants that were once graced the park are gone, the stones remain as a testament to beauty created behind barbed wire.